today, and we're joined now by one of the stars of the movie, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome. Thank you. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Great.
Thanks for coming on early this morning, bro.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the movie.
You know, it's a heist movie. The group of robbers, the outlaws, we are being pursued by the regulators led by Gerard Butler. And the outlaws are me, myself, 50 Cent, Pablo Schreiber, Evan Jones. And, you know, we're trying to get the biggest fish we can get, which is the Los Angeles Federal Reserve, which is the unrobbable bank of banks.
So I'm there this afternoon. I'm going.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Is it at all reminiscent of a 1975 movie you may be familiar with called Heat, a De Niro Pacino movie? Do you remember it was the same? Is there any faint echo of that?
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, it's a little bit of, you know, you definitely want a bit of those classics, you know, Heat, Town. And I think that our film, it blends a little bit. It's a gray area of who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. There's no decisive, you know, no choosing. So it forces the audience to pay attention. It forces them to be involved, and it makes you make a choice of who you riding with.
So you got to pick a side.
Yeah, you got to pick a side, and it don't make it easy for you.
I'm looking at you, and your father is of course Ice Cube, and it's funny that you chose his second profession but not the first. Why?
Well, you know, I had always had a love for film. I went to USC for screenwriting, fight on, and in the middle of that. In the middle of my second year, he tells me, you know, he has this film that they're paying attention to, straight out of Compton, and I need you to play me. And I was like, okay, let's do it, yeah. And he told me I had to audition. I auditioned for over 2 years, and finally got the role.
You had to audition in front of...
Yeah, you know.
What kind of dad is...
No, he put me through the work just so I appreciate what I get, and, you know, 2 years of working. Once you get there, can't nobody tell you nothing. You've been doing it for 2 years.
Right.
And I've been bit by the bug. You know, apparently people like the way I act. Got Ingrid Goes West. I went to Sundance. I got top 10 performances at Sundance Film Festival. So I'm here to stay.
So I texted with your father, and I asked him a couple of questions about you as an actor.
Okay.
What advice did he give you? And in any way, shape, or form, does son remind father of father as an actor?
Right.
And he wrote back, I just told him to own his characters and to not let directors control him like a robot. If you remember that?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, he reminds me somewhat of me, but he has developed his own style as an actor, and I'm very impressed with his chops. That's pretty high praise from a pretty demanding father, I would think, right?
Yeah.
So, how much have you become your own man as an actor?
I definitely wanted to show a little bit a different side of me after Straight Outta Compton. I wanted to get roles that, you know, showcase my range as an actor and show that I do love what I do. I wanted something night and day from Straight Outta Compton. That's why I went with Ingrid Goes West, and I wanted to get back into the dramatics with Den of Thieves. And you know, it's a very physical role. I go through it quite a bit because of Gerard Butler and the regulators. But you know, my whole thing was to get the awards that they may have not wanted to give my father, so that, you know, at the end of the day, my mom's trophy case would be filled with everything.
You know what? Let's go back to Straight Outta Compton. What advice did your dad, because you're portraying him, who better to tell you how to play this role than him? So what advice did he give you in trying to pull this role off?
The one thing I remember him constantly putting in my head is, you the man for the job. Do not let nobody tell you otherwise. You're the man for the job. And I know him, you know, like the back of my hand. He raised me. He put him in, you know, he's in me. So, you know, I knew that if I just let it slip away or I let somebody else play him, that it wouldn't be as close to him as I would want it to be, because a lot of the times we celebrate our music legends and we play them on the radio and for 24 hours straight after they pass.
Right.
And I just wanted people to appreciate my man while he, you know, still here to get the claps, to get the awards for it.
Right.
So, you know, it was just all about getting people to understand my father and to get them to appreciate the work that he's done.
So as you grew up in that household, how much pressure did you feel to live up to that man?
None at all. None at all.
Because?
That's the way, you know, they never put the type of pressure on us that you had to do.
By the
something.
way, your mom played a big role. Now,
Oh, my mom is. My mom got the cape on right now.
She caped up.
Yeah. My mom is everything, and you know they never put any pressure on me. Just what you do choose, give it your all. Because if you halfway do it, you'll never be satisfied. You'll never feel good with yourself. So you know the things that they put pressure on me were good grades. Get curfew when I was younger. Just those type things are just basic things, so I could stay a healthy individual.
So how different are you than your dad? Even though you look like
I
your
smile
dad,
a little bit more than him.
But you got his mannerisms.
Yeah, they down packed. But me and my dad, we definitely have our similarities. He loves to joke. Maybe not with the outside world, but my dad's a super funny dude, and I hope I take a lot from him because that's the best coach I can ask for. And he has a great head on his shoulders, and I hope I have the same.
Did you always want to do this?
No. I was a writer.
When you were growing up, so you want to do something in the movies. You didn't know you would be in front of the camera.
Yeah. I wanted to write. To be able to create the world, I felt was just as satisfying as being in it. So I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to, and when you're the writer, you get to still go to Six Flags without people following you and all that type stuff. So I didn't want to give that up just yet. But now that I'm in it, I'm not going to let it slip. I'm going to do my thing.
Because your dad was First Friday, all the Friday movies. He's written a lot of movies.
Yeah, he wrote hits at 16 where a lot of 16-year-olds aren't even thinking like that.
he was a poet. Like growing up, to me, he had real creative power in him.
You're going to write your boy in that Friday movie. Your boy going to have a little role in that thing.
We was at the Hall of Fame. We was there. I was there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a little role in that thing,
Well, you've been practicing with your Instagram video.
Yeah, your boy got a little role in that thing.
Hey, cosign. That's my cosign.
Yeah, your boy gonna be up in there. Skip, don't hate me. I'm still gonna do us. Yeah. I'm not gonna leave us, but your boy got.
Yeah, it's just me, Uncle Shay.
I'm in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Y'all just trying to stop his shine.
Yeah, just the natural progression, Skip. Natural progression.
The only thing shining right now is your forehead.
Can't be hating on
Shots fired. Staying with us. We'll get his take on Lonzo and LeVar next.
Oh, now hard question.